Hello, I'm Martin Lewis of MoneySavingExpert.com. The Chancellor has just sat down after giving his emergency cost of living crisis economic statement. There were a lot of announcements in there. My initial summary, and I haven't read through all the terms and conditions yet, so this is just on what I heard from what the Chancellor said, is few. It is very close to what I asked him for when I spoke to him on the phone on Monday. I've written up exactly what my asks were, but it does actually mirror that pretty well. And within the constraints that this is a Conservative Chancellor who won't be looking at exactly how the energy system works, they leave that to Ofgem. I think this is quite a good package and is probably better than I expected it to be. So I am breathing a sigh of relief because this will relieve some of the pressure. So let's set the big context here. From before last April, somebody on typical use on an energy bill was paying £1,271. From October, that rate is going to go up to around £2,800. So it's a roughly £1,500 a year increase in a typical bill, which is staggering and unbelievable. So we have to look at what he's doing in the context of that. Now, others will talk about the windfall tax and how the money is being raised. That is not my bag. I'm interested in the direct effect on consumers. So I'll leave that to other people, as well as, of course, the timing, which is probably not coincidental. We maybe have Sue Gray to thank for that. But let's look at actually what's going to happen. The first is for those people on benefits, and I do have to do some I dotting and T crossing to find out exactly what is covered, but I assume it's most people on universal credit and on legacy benefits, because he said it would be 8 million people. There will be a £650 direct payment into people's bank accounts. That is a big one-off cash payment. It's being done like that, I suspect, so it doesn't set a precedent. I know the Treasury is usually very worried about precedent setting, so it can be done as a one-off, and then it isn't recurring, and they won't get the flack like they did when they got rid of the £20 a week uplift. So you get this one payment onto universal credit. It's 650 quid. Then for those with disabilities, non-means tested disabilities, there will be £150 given. Now, if you're also eligible for the benefit uplift of 650, you'll get both of them. So that's an on top. This was something I pushed him very hard for on the phone, because I think many people with disabilities have extra electricity costs due to various equipment that's running all of the time. So I'm very pleased to see that there has been something extra done specifically for those with disabilities. Pensioner homes, well, you already get the winter fuel payment that's between £100 and £300, and there will be an additional £300 on top of that paid this winter. So you get the £300 plus the other money, so it'll be between £400 and £600 coming to help pensioner homes, which is getting pretty close to the amount for people on universal credit. And then the universal one. And this is interesting, because when I spoke to him, I said we have to prioritise, first of all, helping those people who will choose between freezing and starving. And I think that's absolutely right. But when you're talking a £1,500 a year bill increase, well, the impact, for those people, it's an impact on lives, but there's a substantial impact on lifestyles for people who have actually much higher incomes, middle incomes. Of £1,500 a year is very difficult to cope with. So that has to be looked at too. And my biggest target on that was what was a pretty unpopular system, certainly in the polling we'd done, the loan not loan that was coming in October. There was going to be £200 reduction in bills from October, but a £40 levy on all bills from the following April for 5 years. That's gone. And it's exactly what I suggested that he does, so I'm quite happy about that. It's gone, and it's been replaced with a straight grant. So all energy bills will be reduced by £400, not the 200, it's gone up, £400 in October. It's a flat reduction. It applies to every household. And there will be, it's not repayable. We will have to look at exactly how it worked for prepayment households. There was already a consultation on this that the MSE team and I have been feeding into to make sure that it's easily operated for those on prepayment. But certainly I know they're planning to do that, though we're not still 100% sure of the exact mechanism that will happen on that one. So that's a summary of it. And if we look at it in the big picture, then the £1,500 cost increase will see homes with disabilities who are also on universal credit getting 1,200 quid. Homes on universal credit and other benefits without disabilities, it's 950 quid extra that's going. Pensioner homes, it's £700 extra. and all homes, it's £400 towards the cost. And I haven't included in that the £150 council tax help that has already been paid to bands A to D. And there's also, of course, there's the discretionary fund for those people who aren't in bands A to D but are really struggling. So I have to say, first look, and it is only a first look, and I'm caveating, so I've got some wiggle room. This looks to be a relatively generous package from a Conservative government. And I think they have listened. I would have liked to see it earlier, but better late than never. And it's interesting. Some people are saying, well, you've only done it because of Sue Gray. When in the conversations I had been having, the likely announcements were due to come in July. So it's not a case of the Sue Gray report has delayed this. If anything, the Sue Gray report has brought this earlier. So we maybe have to be thankful for that. There's a slight bit of irony when I say that, but we may have to be thankful for that. So it's brought it earlier, and that's really important because I know so many people are really struggling with their mental health, with the panic about what's going to come in October. We needed this, and we needed this announcement soon. Later on today, I will be doing a 15-minute Q&A with the Chancellor. I'll be taking your questions. You can suggest them to me on Twitter or on Facebook. I will only have 15 minutes. I won't be able to put too many together on exactly what this means. So do come onto my social media feed or go onto MoneySavingExpert.com where we'll be showing it there too. Thanks.